Good morning everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am bloated. I think a lot of people, specifically women, struggle with bloating but don't talk about it or don't know what to do when they are bloated. And it's so easy to just want to lay in bed and do nothing when you're bloated because it feels terrible. You could tell someone you look or feel bloated and they'll be like, oh, you look fine, like I don't even notice. And you're like, but I don't feel good. I feel bloated. I feel large. Feels like there's like a bowling ball inside me. I get it. So after vacation, I was extremely bloated. Even during vacation, from like Sunday to Sunday, I just was not having proper bowel movements. Nothing felt right. And there's a couple of different reasons why bloating can happen. One, you switch up your diet to something different, and that's what happened to me. Basically, I normally eat just a lot of raw food, a lot of fiber, drink a lot of water, have a very healthy diet. Now, when I switched to vacation diet, I was not eating that way. I was eating a lot of processed foods, a lot of fatty foods, a lot of fried foods, mac and cheese. When I'm introducing this to my stomach that's used to easy digestion, it was like, what the F is going on? So it didn't really know what to do, and I became bloated. I had a lot of digestion issues. Normal to happen. Unfortunate, but normal. That's one reason it can happen. Another reason is that you're not drinking enough water. If you're eating a lot of fiber, if you have a really good diet, but you're not drinking enough water, you're going to clog yourself up essentially, and your body won't be able to digest. Number 3 is that you're not eating enough fiber. You may think that you're eating healthily, having eggs every single morning. Maybe you have a lot of protein, a lot of fats, but you're not having enough fiber to push everything through your system. So that's another reason that you can become backed up, bloated. And number 4, in your head. So unfortunately, whatever you're thinking, if you're stressed, anxious, if you're going through a stressful move, if you're getting ready to go back to college, if you're changing environments, if your mind is always foggy and confused and you're always thinking, you can trigger IBS flare-ups or bloating. Our stomachs react very well to what's going on inside our head. So if maybe you haven't switched up anything in your diet, maybe you are just completely eating healthy, drinking a lot of water, but you have this terrible flare-up, and that could all be just because of anxiety. Number 1 tip, before anything else, breathe. If you're bloated right now, if you have a flare-up right now, or if you do in the future, breathe. It's going to be okay. The more you worry about it, the more you're anxious about it, the more you're thinking about when is this going to stop, the worse you're going to make it, because it's going to push your head into this terrible space of anxious and stress, and it's going to increase your symptoms, and you don't want that. Been there, done that. What are you going to do? I'm going to bring you through my entire day. It is like 9:30 in the morning right now. I woke up 30 minutes ago. I'm going to bring you through my entire day and tell you what I typically do to debloat myself. Now, what I do may not be what you do, or may not be what works best for you. Everybody's different. The reason you're bloating is also going to play a factor. So for myself, I'm basically going to focus on rebooting my digestive system so that it gets back to the way it had normally been eating and gets back to being used to that. So the first thing I'm going to do this morning is not eat breakfast. Even if you do not have bloating issues, I suggest focusing on not eating breakfast, focusing on fasting for the morning. The reason I believe in this is because you'll notice that what we do when we wake up in the morning, a lot of us, is we get out of bed, we brush our teeth, we do our hair, whatever, and then we're like, okay, breakfast. Before we even think like, am I hungry, or am I just eating breakfast because it's breakfast time? We have these like times set in our minds where it's like, this is what we do now, this is what we do now, this is what we do now. We're asking our stomach like, wait, are you hungry? Like, do we need food yet, or what? So a lot of us probably aren't even hungry in the morning, or we have those hunger symptoms as soon as we wake up. We're like, oh, so hungry. Usually that's just your body being like, I'm dehydrated, get me water. And you'll notice that if you drink water, if you just slow it down, give yourself like 30 minutes, an hour before you eat, drink water, drink some coffee, you'll realize, wait, I'm really not hungry. I'm gonna go get some water, go get some coffee. I'll probably make my water later with BCAAs in it, and yeah, I'll let you know when I start eating and stuff like that. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. As you saw, I had my BCAAs before. I'm drinking water now, and I had coffee. Now, my plan was to stay fasted for a little bit longer and not break my fast yet, but some issues are happening. My car is dead, so I have to take my dad's car to go to the gym and to get my nails done, and that means I have to go to the gym earlier than I was planning, and I want to eat before I go to the gym just because it helps me get through my workouts, blah, 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 blah. So I made some pancakes, as I showed you guys. So it's just the Arrowhead pancake mix with protein powder in it, and then I added a Trader Joe's peanut butter cup inside and some peanut butter on top and sugar-free syrup on top. So I put the macros on the side here for you guys in case you want to make it. Is adding cinnamon to things to help with bloating. Cinnamon is a natural anti-inflammatory, as are a few other spices, so it's also like 0 calorie basically, unless you're putting in it a lot. You're gonna get like 20 calories, 10 calories, but it really helps you if you put it in your smoothies and your protein shakes and stuff, because a lot of people get bloated from those, especially if you're drinking whey protein, because whey protein is a lot harder for us to digest because it's dairy based. If you make anything with protein in it, or you just want to add cinnamon to things to help. Hello friends, so I'm about to go to the gym right now. So I'm just going to be doing some cardio, maybe throw in a little bit of an ab circuit. And I will be wearing my Sweet Sweat, it's not folded correctly, my Sweet Sweat band. It's a waist trimmer. It's to help with water retention in your tummy area. So you wrap it around your stomach and you wear it during your workout, and it helps you sweat out a lot more water in your stomach. Now with this, I do not wear it every time. I probably wear it like once every 3-4 weeks, just when after I feel really bloated. I drank a lot one weekend and I just feel like I'm retaining a lot of water. I'll wear it to try to sweat everything out. I don't wear it that often just because, listen, water retention, it's normal. You're gonna have water retention in your stomach. As long as you have proper nutrition and proper exercise and hydration, you will reduce it naturally. So you don't need to wear this every single time. I'm talking really fast because I really gotta go. So that's basically that. I also wanted to wait longer after I ate to go to the gym, but I don't have much time, so I'm not that digested, which I don't like to do, but so is life, you know? So off I go. So I finished up at the gym and I'm getting ready to go to get my nails done, but I just stopped at Starbucks really quick because I'm starving, and this nail appointment is gonna be really long, and I don't know what my plan looks like when I get home because I'm going to visit, I like to talk way too fast. I'm going to visit my grandpa of my family, so don't know what that's gonna look like, but I got an RX bar from Starbucks, not really because it helps me debloat or anything, but it's one of the healthier granola bars or, you know, bar things you can get, bar options, because although it's like comes like this and it's processed because it's not in its natural form, the ingredients are very good and will keep me, you know, satiated and not bloated, not increase my bloating. And then I also got just black iced tea. Tea is really good to drink when you are bloated or when you're just trying to, you know, help your digestive system. This is black iced tea, and I just put like 4, I think, 3 or 4 stevias in it just because I'm a sweet person, you know. And stevia is a lot better to have in your coffee or your tea than artificial sweeteners like Splenda, because those are harder for us to digest as well. So drinking this, eating that, going to get my nails done, and I'll see you later. So I'm home and I just showered. These are my nails, by the way. My room is stressing me out. It is so messy in here because I just got back from vacation yesterday, as I mentioned. So there's just stuff everywhere, and like I don't have time right now to clean it. And so it's a lot, but I haven't eaten anything else than what I showed you guys so far. It is now 2:30, almost 3-ish. I'm gonna go make some more water, make water. I'm gonna go fill my water thing. I don't even know what to call it, water cup, because it's not a bottle. Anyway, I'm gonna go fill that, and then we're dropping my car off to get fixed at the mechanic because I go back to school in a week, so I kind of need it. So we're gonna go do that, and then going to visit my grandfather, as I mentioned. So that is all for now. So I'm heading off to go see my grandpa now, but I'm bringing this with me. Hello friends. So I just want to start off by saying I'm literally the worst when it comes to vlogging, because the last bit that you just saw was 2 days ago. it's now Tuesday. But the meal I showed you, I brought that to visit my grandpa because I can't even speak. Grandpa. I brought that to visit him because the food that was going to be there was like pasta, bread, things like that. Normally, if it was a family gathering and it was a regular weekend, I would have just eaten what was there. But since I had already been like so over the feeling I was feeling and so over eating shitty, I just wanted to bring my own food. So that's the food you saw. If I put the description on the side, you can see that there and the macros and stuff. If not, you can also check on my food Instagram, which I'll put right here if you want to use that instead, because there's a lot of healthy recipes on there. So I ate that. I had a piece of chocolate cake just because I had to, because I'm chocolate, you know. And then I came home and I had some Greek yogurt, non-fat Greek yogurt with peanut butter and granola. So I was so hungry and it was a little dessert. So that was my day. So then I'm just gonna show you what I feel like now. I didn't feel like completely better at the end of Sunday, nor did I yesterday, but debloating is like a process, I like to think, so it's going to take a while. I was also given the gift by Mother Nature yesterday, so I'm a little bit bloated from that still, and I definitely did gain a little tiny bit of fat, extra lbs, as from all the eating, but I'm back on my macros, feeling good. We're gonna get back on track. So anyway, this is what the current happenings. This is as far as it goes if I push my stomach out, but like this is like comfortable. So it's basically back to normal, I'd like to think. I just feel a little bit more bloated down here, but again, that's because, you know, got that thing going on. Everything else digestion-wise feels like it's getting back to normal, which I expected because, you know, putting myself back on track. So I'm gonna go downstairs, drink some water, drink some coffee, you know, do it all over again. And I'll probably do the same cycle of like being myself fasted in the mornings for about a week. And I'm also eating it on the lighter side. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any other questions or tips that you need, just let me know. Thanks for watching.